wheat, grana wheat, ninny bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. So today we're going to talk about the crazy Autobot scientist that is Wheeljack. So this is the version of Wheeljack from the Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy range. I got this a couple of days ago. I've been having a play with him, having a look at him, so I'd like to tell you guys what I think of him. As we always start on this channel, we always start with looking at the packaging. So let's take a little dive into the packaging and see what the packaging's like for Wheeljack. As always, awesome artwork on the side. Love this one. Bright blue eyes, as Wheeljack should have. Really nice detailing on these. I keep saying I really would like to get all these kind of canvassed up and be able to put them around where I keep all my Transformers, because they're so cool, so cool. Front we have Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy, Transformers on the side, and Wheeljack down the side here. Then at the top, Autobot symbol, the Galaxy, Galvatron as always, cannot wait for that guy. Transformers. The artwork here on the side is the same as all of the rest of the Earthrise picks. You've got the Nemesis, the Ark, Prime, Megatron, Unicron in the background, Bumblebee here. I think this character here, this is probably the only, I said in my last video, I think we've seen every single character that's here, unless he is going to be a repaint of Cliff Jumper. We still haven't seen Bumblebee, so I was incorrect there. We've seen everything else, apart from unless they're going to redo Shockwave, but we've seen now everything else from here. I'm really hyped for the Trailbreaker. I'm really hyped for RC's figure to come down as well. The Megatron Earthrise one, I'm not so sure about. Let me know down in the comments what you're thinking of the Megatron for Earthrise. I don't think it's as strong. I'm not that excited about it. I think it's too close to the version that we got with Siege. I'm not as hyped about it, if I'm honest. Then we have the back. So on the back here we have the product shots. Again, there he is in his robot form, his Lancia form, and then with one of the Battle Masters there, and the bottom, safety information as usual. Also, comes with the instructions of how to do the 18 steps on his destructions, and also here in the instructions it's telling you about the secret code on the back. He has a secret code on his box. So his is Antilla, and then we've got the Cybertronian writing, and he also has a little picture here, which is pretty cool. Now I'm not sure again if something is gonna come later with this. I've actually tried inputting these now. I said in the last video I didn't have a clue where to put these. I've tried inputting these now on the War for Cybertron code entry ones. Nothing, doesn't work. I can't put anything in. So if anybody does know what these ones do, is there a new map coming? It's maybe a space map or a map of Earth that's going to do similar things and give the bios for all of the Transformers. If someone knows where to input these, please let me know, because I've searched all over Hasbro's websites. Packaging and additional stuff done. Let's bring in the Lancia alt mode for Wheeljack. Very G1 looking Wheeljack. Very nice. You know, this is the Lancia that we're all used to Wheeljack being. You've got your Autobot logo on the side, Autobot logo on the top. You got your Aerobolt writing, all of the advertisements. So this is the racing version of the Lancia, and I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This alt mode is absolutely fantastic. It's just, for me, it's just absolutely perfect. So you can see here at the back you've got a lot nice black paint apps, lots of really nice molding, lots of detail, and this is fantastic. It's got a really cool transformation as well. It only has one weapon port, which is quite rare on any of the Siege and Earthrise figures. So if we bring in his accessories, he does actually only come with the one accessory, and the one accessory can fit into the port there. People may or may not be very happy. I know there's a certain YouTuber that won't be very happy because he doesn't do the big B. I'm not gonna steal his gimmick, but this weapon doesn't do the big B. But what you can do is you can, in the ports in the back, you can shove these in the back, and when he hits 88 miles an hour, I guess. So after turning them into the Back to the Future car, the DeLorean, because he's a Lancia. One thing I will say, his wheels are a little stiff. They don't roll as well as some of the other ones, and my photo booth here it's quite slippy anyway. So, but he's a little bit, you see, this doesn't quite touch the floor in the transformation, which is a little bit of a down. I don't know if I haven't quite transformed him correctly, but he hasn't got much ground clearance, and they are a little tight, just a little bit tight. But other than that, this is an absolutely fantastic G1 Deluxe size Wheeljack. So for comparison, we will bring in his Wave Buddy Cliff Jumper, who I've just done a video. The link should be down the side. So that's Cliff Jumper, also a deluxe model. I've just done the review on him. He may look smaller, but this guy packs a lot. He was well worth picking up. And then you've got your, well, you've got your leader class, but let's call it what it is. Let's call it the Voyager class for Optimus here, also from the Earthrise. I would bring Grapple in, but I don't really like transforming Grapple due to a few issues that he has. To show the whole line together, I'll bring him in robot mode though. So you can see all three cars together, how they stack up. The Earthrise line, I have to say, certainly from a transformation point of view, and the alt modes all together are looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's the alt mode out the way. Let's now look at the transformation. So when you start this transformation, the first thing you want to start doing is you want to start to look at the arms that are just tucked away here and pull them out here and out there. Stick those out to the side there, then you will have enough room to work with the rest of it. The legs then kind of fold out, so you want to split the front and then bring out this. Now the windshield, as you can see, it will come apart. This bit here comes out very easily. So you want to just fold this back in. It's a pretty cool transformation, the way that the front of the windscreen just hides there, but it does come off very easily, so just be very careful when you're doing that. And then repeat on the other side. You've got little pegs, you see here, you got a little peg, so you're going to want to lift down, yeah, and then flip that down again, and then you've got his legs. Okay, so there he is, stood up. You've got a kind of double swivel on his hips, so you've got this bit here that swivels, and this bit here. So it's the top. I wanted that not to happen. So it's the top bit here you want to swivel around, and then you can, if this falls off, which mine has unfortunately, you can just clip it back in, and then bring the arms down like so, and then this head. Now this head, just be careful, well, just don't be scared of this head, let's say. So the head, when we flip this up from this way, is fine. But when you want to take the head down, I had to watch a video on this myself just to make sure that I could get it right. It's not loose at all. This will feel like it's not going to. You need to put even pressure on the front and back and just manipulate it down like that. Don't worry, you shouldn't break the head or anything, as long as you make sure you've got even pressure on both sides. But it is very, very, very stiff. Flip that up, flip the arms so that the like so you've got the joint, and flip the hand around like this, and then the hand like so, and then we have our Wheeljack. So Wheeljack in his bot mode is, for me, it's a tale of two halves, really. He's not perfect for me. He's a great Wheeljack, don't get me wrong, and for the price point, he's a fantastic Wheeljack. I just wish they'd have done a few maybe tips and tricks with him as well to enhance this, but we'll talk about the positives first. So first of all, he is a great looking Wheeljack. No doubt this is the G1 Wheeljack that I certainly remember. You know, if someone had given me this back in the 80s, then I would have been a very, very, very happy person, especially remembering what the G1 toy looked like versus the cartoon. This is absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the head sculpt. If we look at the head sculpt, this is where, for me, the first thing where it starts to really go a little bit. I'm someone who likes the eyes to shine brightly on my Transformers, and this for me has got the same challenge as I had with the Earthrise Prime. Look how dead his eyes are. Yeah, look at the box. So the box itself for Wheeljack comes and says that, look how blue the eyes are. So if I bring the camera up so you can see, look how blue the eyes are versus how blue the eyes are there. You know, I don't know why they decided to make the eyes on this figure and on the Prime figure a lot darker. I don't know if it was cost saving on Hasbro's side, but the head sculpt is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful head sculpt there for Wheeljack, but the eyes are dead. Bring out someone like Mirage. Look how blue Mirage's eyes are versus Wheeljack's. This would, for me, it would enhance this figure so much if they just given him the blue eyes like Mirage. I'm not sure why they didn't, but it's a real sticking point for me with some of the Earthrise figures, that they have these darker eyes. Other than the eyes, the head sculpt is pretty good. Beautiful looking head sculpt. So if we move away from the head now, the rest of the body is not bad. It's a good looking Wheeljack. So you have a lovely classic Wheeljack chest piece here, translucent glass on plastic on the front to act as the windshield, black plastic hips. The feet obviously are the front of the Lancia, looking fantastic, painted up in the classic kind of creamy with the green accents and the red stripes, classic branding on the side and the wheels. Move around the back, it's the back of the Lancia, that's his spoiler cut into two there, and then you've got the wheels hanging off the arms. Now if I bring it to the arms, you've got some beautiful molded features on the side of this, lovely silver paint on the top, but the arms for me just a little bit of a letdown. I think, you know, could they have done something with these hands from the side? It's, you know, it's just the side of the car really from the side. I would have loved to have seen the hands have been a little bit better done. I think that lets the figure down a bit. If this piece had just, I don't know, been able to rotate here onto the back somehow, or yeah, just done something a little bit different so that from the side, you know, it looked a little bit cooler. but you know, small gripe there for the arms. Overall, I would say the alt mode here is fantastic. So let's take a look at the articulation. On the head, head's on a ball joint with a swivel, full 360 on the head. On the arm, you go up and down here at the shoulder. You don't get a full 360 rotation due to the back of the Wheeljack getting in the way there. Same with the arms, so the arms won't rotate all the way just because of the back of the arm piece here. So his posability suffers a little bit there, but you do get a good range here from an arm bend, and the hands rotate, but you know, they've got this kibble on the side of it. It doesn't look too great. You get a full swivel around on his hips. You get articulation on the legs at the hips, and you get good articulation at the knees, and you get some toe articulation if you really want it. Can he do the karate kick test? Can he do it? No, I don't think he can. Maybe his foot's... Hey, yes, he can do the karate kick test. Is a bit of a weird one, but his posability apart from that is okay. You know, you can see that he is pretty posable still. You can get some pretty good poses out of a guy when you want them. He comes with one piece of accessories, so this is just to sit on his shoulder here to make him look even more G1-esque. He also has the standard weapon ports on the side, so if you truly wish to weaponize this guy, you can weaponize. And you can weaponize him. Oh, he looks pretty beefy there with more Jetfire's weaponry. And you can also, where else are his weapon ports here? You can also give him some guns in hand, so he can have guns in his hand if he needs them, if he wants them. So he can be fully weaponized up with any of the siege weapons, but maybe not all these ones. He's having a little bit of difficulty standing up here with him being so front heavy. Take this one away. So after putting weapons on him and trying to pose him and things like that, I would say that another little maybe down point on this is his legs, certainly on mine, are a little weak when it comes to posability and adding weapons and things like that to him. These hip joints seem to be a little bit loose on mine. I don't know if they're all like that, but he is a little bit loose there, but he has got a lot going on around that area with the transformation. So if we bring some of his wave mates in for a little bit of a comparison, so here he is with Cliff Jumper. Here he is with Prime from Earthrise. So Deluxe, Leader Voyager type class. You can see how they all look together. Sticking by another Deluxe from the Siege line. So you can see him there with Mirage. And if I just, for fun, I bring in Grapple, you can see where he stands height wise with Grapple, and Hound from Siege as well. Oh, it's looking like the first episode of the G1 TV series right there, doesn't it? Wow. I think altogether, I mean, even when you mix the Siege and the Earthrise line, now for me this is just fantastic. I'm really loving this line. at the moment. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So at the end of the day, is this guy worth picking up? So for in the UK, this guy's about $17.99, which I guess is about 20 bucks over in the US. I don't own a Wheeljack. Yeah, I've never owned a Wheeljack before, so I don't own the MP or the Masterpiece. So for me, yeah, this guy was vital, and I would pick this guy up again in a heartbeat. So yes, I would recommend him. Does he have his issues? Does he have his challenges? Yes, 100%. This guy has a few issues and a few challenges aesthetically for me here, and obviously with the eyes, but he looks so good on the shelf, and also in his alt mode is for me absolutely perfect. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this to people to go out and get, especially if you're looking to get this guy at the moment in the UK. I would head over to, I got this guy from Star Action Figures. I know with everything that's going on at the moment, things are late. I'm still waiting on quite a lot of stuff that I've ordered from certain places, but I know this guy came from Star Action Figures for me the other day. So if you are looking and hunting around, you can pick him up from there. So let me know your thoughts on this figure. Are you going to be picking Wheeljack up? Is this the best Wheeljack from a main line that you've seen? Is there a better one that I should be looking out to kind of line him up with? What are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to the War for Cybertron show coming out soon? Do you think we'll see Wheeljack in Season 1, or do you think he's only going to be Season 2, seeing as he's in Earthrise? Alright guys, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later guys, bye bye.